really good, man? It's your boy, Hatter Ali, with the What's Really Good podcast. Got the board of directors, like always, Coach G Dub in the building. And we got a dangerous man,
No man.
in the house with us, Mr. Reggie Northrup in the house. What's going on, bro?
How y'all doing? How you going?
I'm doing great. It's fantastic to see you. You bring
Yeah,
you bring a great smile to my face every time I get a chance to see you and talk with you.
yeah, man. You already know, man. How you doing?
Yep,
See y'all.
I'm doing good. I'm doing very good, and only thing that I could be doing better about is if we were inside the white lines right now competing.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, getting little withdrawals already. I'm about to go back into war myself.
That's what I know you are. You're about getting ready to go back in that. You going inside the ring or inside the white lines?
Inside the ring.
Yeah.
Hey, Reggie, look, I had to bring you on, man. We both got that little salt and pepper in our hairdo, man. We got. Look, matter of fact, I ain't get this camera for no damn reason. Now I can zoom into the mug. Look at it.
Ooh,
That's fresh. That's some fresh stuff going on.
Yeah.
And Coach G, you can't forget about Coach. That's it. I'm getting a few. Hey, Reggie, I'm trying to be like you. I'm getting few in the beard too, And look at Coach G. Coach G ahead of us now in a good way. In a good way.
A little bit right here. And I've had this white stripe since I've been 30 years old. So I've still got the white stripe. And now I'm getting a little bit more down here, but that's okay. That's all right.
Coach G, that white stripe is a trademark.
Now, Coach,
it is a trademark.
Intimidating.
And that white stripe got marketed and everything down in New Orleans in the French Quarter. After we won the Super Bowls, they started selling a visor like mine with fake hair with a big white stripe in it. And I didn't get any money out of it, but it made a lot of money for the French Quarter.
Hey, Coach, I was telling Reggie the other day when you sent me the TikTok of Reggie in the weight room. And I was like, Reggie, man, he got tabs on you, bro.
I keep him on all of them. I do.
Tabs on everybody. He know everything.
Hey, for sure.
Every day's an interview, me to them and them to me. So I always love everything I can see out there. I look at them like they're all my sons. And unfortunately for everybody else, all those guys there, I'm pretty hard on my own sons. So I'm hard on these guys too.
I'm telling you.
Reggie, what's the difference, man? Like you being in the ring, you being between the white lines. How's the transition, man? How do you do both things? Like, how does football help you in the ring, and how does the ring stuff help you in between the white lines?
Well, MMA, the sports and the stuff in the ring, it helps me onto the football field just as far as like hand placement and hands. You got to use your hands, especially as a linebacker. You got to be able to shed blocks and get off of blocks. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to move around. You got to have a good center of gravity and be able to generate force out your hips, especially when you're going downhill, making a tackle on somebody or trying to lay a hit or just generate enough force to go put those old linemen back in the hole. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that stuff's getting touched on in the combat world, especially on the wrestling side of things, as far as the football thing. Now, football gives me an edge in the fight game, like a crazy edge. That's why I'll never abandon my off-season football skills training. The functional movements, the lateral movements, being able to move downhill, lateral, but just backpedaling, just doing a whole football workout. It puts the body on a whole nother level physically as far as movement and explosiveness. You know what I'm saying? And those are some key attributes that's essential in the fight game. And I figured out how to transition those functional movements to the fight game from football and use it while still staying true to the fundamentals on how to, throw a punch, throw a kick, good fight defense, good stance. But I'm still able to apply, those attributes that I've gained from just training football, doing football. We got to be quick, reflexive, hand-eye coordination. And then that also plays a role in my confidence in the fight game. Like, there's no other sport on this planet that holds their athletes to a higher standard than football on a pro level. NFL, all that shit. The combine, going through pro day. Like, bro, if you really sit down and think about it, You know, to be able to run a 4.4, 4.3, that's not normal. That's superhuman. Be able to bench 225 30, 40 times. Hell, 20 times is above average. It's not normal. Being able, these guys out here jumping 44s and 45s. You know, NBA guys get a run start to run do their vertical. We got to stand still.
Stand
Right?
still.
You know, like, this shit's crazy and it's not normal. So I know that, me being there, I know that I train with that very small percentage of guys in the world that played on Power Five, played, you know, got some pro experience playing in the league and other leagues. I know that these guys in the fight game who've never even got that high of a level and as an athlete, I know they can't fuck with me. They can't touch me. As long as I put in the work and not bullshit and always take my opponent serious, I'll be fine. So
I agree.
that gives me an edge in this game.
And the other thing is that you are one of the very first ones, and you know how I make eye contact in meetings. I make eye contact on the field. I'm always looking, and you were one of the very few right off the bat that did not blink when another grown man looks you in the eye and is imposing his will. And you were one of the very few. Immediately, you knew exactly about that, and that's what you do in MMA. But guess what? That's what you and we do in football too, inside the white lines at the highest level in professional sports.
Most definitely, man. There's nothing like it, man. But I'm not gonna lie, the transition is not, it sucks and it's tough. You know, in the fight season, I have to, on fight night, I cut down to 205 for weigh-ins for the light heavyweight division, because anything above that is heavyweight, and those guys
Yep.
cut 265. And that's the max they can weigh. And a lot of those guys, like a Francis Ngannou type of dude, he's walking around like our DN, 3D tackles at 290, 300.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? These defensive end. That's like me trying to go fight a Fadal or something. Like,
yeah, no doubt. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Just the size, biology, physics, it's just not going to work out. You know,
one of my favorite things is, and I don't watch a lot of television, but anytime there's MMA on, I watch it. I love to watch that sport. And I love all the little bitty details behind the scenes that the champions and the really good ones at that level have to have. And I've laughed and joked my whole life that, I was 3 sports All-State, a couple of sports All-American, but I might have been All-State in MMA too when I was growing up, because that's how we did things every day. An argument was always like MMA in those days.
exactly.
And obviously, I saw your MMA stuff too. You be doing the bare knuckle stuff, and obviously, like you were saying, the transition ain't easy. I mean, look, my boy AP, we saw what happened there. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna hold him, but
yeah.
That was great.
Boxing.
Boxing, but it's just transition though. Let's just talk about transition. Let's talk about a football player doing something else. We saw a lot of people do something else. What's that boy, Coach G? What's that guy's name who used to be with Dallas? He had a lot of legal issues. Man.
Oh yeah.
Hardy. He tried his stuff. Right, Greg Hardy. Yeah, he got he got tossed around too. And the only guy from my experience from watching the transition is you, and you getting it done, my guy. You got taste of it.
I'm gonna tell you the edge. I'm gonna tell you
Go ahead. Tell the edge, man.
The edge that I have and the difference from a lot of the other, former football brothers from our brotherhood that cross over into the combat sports world. Some of them they may not be finding success and having a rough time, but I come from a martial arts background. My dad and my uncle, they're black belts, polished black belts. You know what I'm saying? They doing karate. My dad been doing karate and Aikido since he was in the military before I was even born. So I always been around that. When I was in high school, I wrestled. As soon as I got to high school, I always said, when football season over, I'm going to wrestle. I'm not going to do track. I'm like everybody else. I want to wrestle. I always was interested in that. So I took up wrestling. Freshman year, I made it to the regionals just off of just sheer big balls. You know what I'm saying? And next year, I started to pilot and really learn how to take people down, wrist control, body control, how to control the body on the ground, how to take the body down to the ground. all those different things. Next year, boom, go to another school. I go to state. You know what I'm saying? Place third at state. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, I go to another high school because I'm I've been to 3 high schools just because of football in the program. Want to get in the right program, coaches with the right connection, so we can get to college. You know what I'm saying? So my last high school was my senior year. I was at First Coast. I went there. Went to state again. I was the only person on the rest of the team to go to state that year. You know what I'm saying? But just I already had that background when I was in college, off season. I go wrestle with I go join the wrestling club for the state, and FAMU used to have a wrestling club, and they used to just practice and train together. I used to just go there and just get some work in. You know what I'm saying? Over time, it kind of put me ahead of the game. So when I got to the combat world, I already had the right mindset, you know, fight minded. You know, I talked to my pops about stuff. My dad don't watch my fights at all because he can't, you know what I'm saying? He already got a little PTSD from military years and stuff, but he just can't stomach watching his son do this crap. And I get it. But after the fight, we watch it and he critiquing everything. He gonna give me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that was trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care how good of a fight it was, how viral I went. I'm getting all the bad. You know what I'm saying? We gonna break it down. Like Greg.
That makes me smile.
And Reggie, you made me smile when you were talking about, you know, the family background. You letting the viewers know how the pops was doing your keto. Now I got one question for you, and this question might just be a make it or break it for me because I got to find out if you know. If you know, you know. So give me a second. I gotta bring something. One second.
No. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to be on film, so we're going to be able to have record of you or me, either one, not knowing what the hell we're talking about.
Right.
All right. So Reggie,
What you got, man?
You a fighter, man. You know what's really good, like the podcast. What's really good, and we got to keep it real. In a fight, Jean-Claude Van Damme or Steven Seagal? Who you got, man?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with.
Come on, man. Don't hurt my feelings.
I'm gonna go with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah.
Oh no, Reggie.
Steven Seagal don't be moving, man. He don't move.
Steven Seagal, man.
He don't be moving around. He don't move enough for me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Man.
He all roll up on me. I'm gonna get the bound and left, or he can't touch me. He gotta get me first.
But man, no one can lay your finger on Steven Seagal. Coach G knows that too.
Man,
I do, but you know what? I was smiling big when he was taking the time to make the right answer, and I would have picked Jean-Claude Van Damme too.
Damn. Oh man, so I'm an outcast, huh?
I know.
Man, listen, I know Steven Seagal got to lose that weight, man, but that boy is 7th Dan in the keto, man. That boy is dangerous now.
Yeah, he's very good. You know what? And as he's aged a little bit, but now he dropped some weight and all that kind of stuff. He's very adept in those areas, and and he's been out at a couple of practices on places where I've been before, and we met, and he would always challenge a few of the players, and the players said, "Hell no, I'm not messing with that."
Yeah, Coach G, he got to stop with the marker stuff too. He be like, coloring his peak and all that, But
yeah,
G-Dub, I was like, man, look, Reggie a real guy. When everyone in DC, when all the Defenders people came down in DC, people wasn't trying to conversate, and you came and you fully talked, you fully. You was engaged, man. Some of these other dudes who don't got a tackle, under their name yet, they're acting like they're on the red carpet. You know what I'm saying? So listen, that's why you on this show. You keeping it real. Now, Reggie, I gotta ask you one thing. You had a taste in the NFL, right? You was with the Rams. You started with the Redskins, right? Now, how would you compare the two with UFL and the NFL? Obviously, game's a little fast and all that, but what's the overall thing you would say?
I mean, be real, man. The players are the same. Now, don't get me wrong. It's levels. You got your handful of your Aaron Donalds and stuff, your freaks of nature, but still, that's a small pool of guys. You know what I'm saying? But the same time, But I mean, of course, NFL is just it's stiffer. I mean, shit, they paying you more money, motherfucker. They gonna be on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on point. You got to be on time. You got to every day. So, you know, I mean, same with the UFL, man. That's why, like, I said this on one of the podcasts that I was on before. Like, you know, we get some of the guys that had some stints in the league, had some league time, you know, made a little money, come to our league. You know, and they trying to get back in the league ultimately, but they come in with the ego and the attitude, and they're not producing on top of that, and their pride be killed when they get cut. And I'm just like, bro, you gotta re-humble yourself. This damn near like for the guys that's like on that type of, it's like last chance you, man. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, we all here for a reason.
And, you know, we've dealt with that at the Defenders. You've witnessed that with the Defenders on some of the guys that have come in with us and some of the guys, again, and I tell everybody, myself included, is that when you come inside our room, check your ego at the door. Me right. And you. And if you can't do that, you're not going to survive. And that's just how it is.
That's so real. That's the same model we use at our MMA gym, you know?
Yep.
You can't come in with the ego, man. It's poisonous.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of the MMA gym, man, I mean, dude, whenever I'm hitting you up, man, you're always working out. So tell the people, tell the DC Defender fans in the world, man, like what's the workout routine, man?
Man,
because remember, you're balancing the both stuff. You're doing the MMA, you're doing the football. That's a tough schedule.
All right, so boom, I'll go to one facility. I went to my one facility and trained with my boy Terrence Plummer. He was a linebacker for the Orlando team last season when we was just the XFL. But he's like main guy for all the DBs and linebackers training for the college guys and the pro guys that's in the city. So I go there. As far as like conditioning, I might use that day as a conditioning day. So we doing nothing but 45-degree drops, backpedaling off the cone, T-planting, open up 45 degrees, shuffle, all these covering ground, ball drills. And we do that for like an hour and a half, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm activating all my muscles, my hip muscles, my side, my hamstrings, my quads, my fast twitch muscles. I'm activating all of those different muscles. I kick a lot in fighting. Those are muscle groups that I have to use a lot. If they're weak, my kicks are not going to be worth shit, you know? So, boom. I'm nipping that in the bud doing football stuff. And, like, got guys that just go to the gym and have a little trainer monitoring them, you know what I'm saying? Doing little RDLs and stuff with 145 just to work those muscles. I don't have to do all that. And on top of that, I still do my weight training stuff. I lift like a football player. I don't lift like a fighter. I lift like a football player. I like to keep my explosiveness. As far as when, I do my sprints. During fight season, everybody, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't run 3-4 miles at a time. I never do that. I hate that. I hate that long. I just can't do it. I ride a bike like that and with scenery. I give you 4-5 miles on a bike with some scenery, but jogging, and then scientifically proven that all that excessive jogging every day over 3 miles or something, it drops your testosterone levels tremendously.
No doubt.
Just depletes it. So for my running, I do the football drills and stuff, and I also do sprints. I do 20-yard, 30-yard, 40-yard, 50-yard sprints. We might have a track. As a fight team, sometimes our fight coach, our head coach, he used to be a track runner at Michigan State. He'll go take us to the track. We'll do some track stuff, you know what I'm saying, and do some sprints. But I'm more of a sprint guy. I like to sprint. I'll do my sprints for my conditioning. All that 10, 20, 30 miles. Oh, yeah, no.
Those sprints are just what you're doing inside the ring too, and if those sprints are what you're doing inside the white lines, every single play that's run offensively versus the defense, it's going to be a long play if it takes 6.5 seconds. Exactly. 6.5 seconds. If it gets to 7 seconds, it's an extremely long play. So why aren't you training the same way? Because you're going to get a 25-second rest before you take on the next 5-second play. So that's what you do, and that's why you do it that way, my man.
Right.
Hey, Reggie, man, like, I mean, obviously watching your games and all that, obviously Coach G got me on the scouting route, so I'll be having my pen and papers on Sunday. I had to get, subscribe on the ESPN, watch the UFL games because they need to put it on the live TV like that. So I've been scouting you, man. And I've noticed, man, none of these these wide receivers and tight ends in the UFL, they ain't trying to try you, man. They ain't shoving you. They ain't doing nothing because, they know what's really good, man. So, hey, Reggie, come on. If someone comes up and gives you a little baby stiff arm, man, what you finna do, man?
Oh, yeah, the stiff arm, we grabbing the arm. We breaking it down. We're gonna collapse.
That's it. That's it.
Arm, man. We're going to collapse the arm, dog.
That's it. Hey,
that's exactly right.
No, 100%. And Reggie, obviously, you doing your stuff in the UFL. What's the goal, man? Do you want to go back to the NFL? Do you want to be the toppest guy in the UFL? Like, what's the goal, man?
Man, honestly, I just love football, man. I love it. I think, I'm gonna be 31 this year, and I still feel good. Shit, I'm in my prime right now, man. I feel like I'm 25, but at the same time, we're talking football age years. We're talking about, it's like dog years. We're talking football years. Baby. I love the game, man. I be coming back. Just, I love the game, man. I like to be with the brothers. I like to go crash somebody. You feel me? I like to help the team, be a part of a team, and help contribute to a team. Something about that is just so rewarding. You feel me? I like to be coached. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I respond to it. You feel me? Like, it's cool. I just love the environment, man. It's been my thing since my first year playing football was year 2000. So, football just always been my first love, man. My end goal, though, I'm not really pressed by the NFL. I had my time there, but the fight thing is that's really what's the new next thing for me right now. As far as like long term, as far as UFL goes, though, man, I just love competing with the brothers, man, and if I can help be an asset to the team, if I can help lead the younger guys, because now, I'm one of the big dogs, on the squad as far as age. So if I can help the younger guys and give them some advice on some shit not to do that I did when I was their age so they can go farther, then I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? That's my purpose, man, with that. I don't like how we went out this season, though.
No.
I can't go out like that, dog. We gotta figure it out, man. I can't. I don't know. I can't retire like that.
And, we had 12, 14 very serious injuries overall on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, we still ranked up there very top of the league. We can always play better, but the reason that you are always voted as a captain and with the other players is that they see your example first before you ever talk to them. And you have to set the example on what to do, how to do it before you're ever going to give advice or be able to have someone get an opportunity to listen to you. They don't got to listen to you. They get to listen to you. And it's the same way for me as a coach. And you guys bought into that immediately as, hey, you've been around lots of different coaches and all that kind of stuff but you can smell bullshit 10 miles off, whether it's a coach or another player. And that we've all got to be on the same page and we've all got to be fighting for the same cause. And you are great at doing that, and you'll be great at whatever you choose to do because you have no problems about doing the work behind the scenes when nobody else can see you doing the kind of work that you have to do to be great at what you're doing. And I can't wait. I want to sit ringside on some of these fights still I can see, and we'll be ready to roll.
Next fight in October, Miami, October 5th in Miami, at the Miami Fairgrounds, Double Down FC, to be a pro MMA bout. I'll have gloves on. I'm not a bare knuckle fighter, man. I just took advantage of that opportunity last year because it was in my hometown and it was at the Vostar Memorial Arena. Like, that's where everybody come and perform, big concert.
Yep.
Fight at home in front of the hometown.
No, that's great.
That's what I was talking about, Reggie. You're gonna be all right because the way you train, the way you eat, the way you do, MMA and football, and obviously, you comparing you to some of the players on the team, man. That's why, like Coach was saying, you the captain, man. So, and not only that, like you fit, man. I mean, like when I was standing next to you, and when we met, a couple times, when you got your arms like this, man, you got the pectoral, you got the deltoids. I was trying to stand like this too. I was like, man, listen, hey, I was trying to do a little, shoulder shake too. But hey, you gonna be all right. And Coach G Dub, obviously my boy Reggie, he a Florida guy, he's stuck in Houston, man. And that's too hot over there. So Coach G, this is where me and Reggie gonna listen from the GOAT. When is the UFL gonna start moving their teams to their location? And they're gonna train at their location, they're gonna play at their location, and not everyone in the same building, too close to each other. It's hot in Houston. When's that's going to happen?
I would say this, and I thought that it would be an opportunity to start doing that this year, but the USFL and the XFL combined into the UFL. The word on the street is it's going to take one more year to get everything situated, and then I could see the market starting to buy the teams and getting ready to go, and 2 seasons from now. Things go well here this summer and early fall, maybe they can, start it earlier, because it wouldn't take hardly anything to get it going for this next season. But I do think there's still some sponsorships and a few more marketing things that they're trying to get pinned down and get ready to roll before they take it into the various cities. And then when they do that, I think you're also going to see the league grow. I think they'll add a few more teams each year for a couple more years too.
Yep, I see that too. That's what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking.
Reggie, before we end the show, next year's goals on the UFL, man.
Next year's goal, championship or something, man.
Championship.
Well, like we did this year, I tell you that much. But you feel me? Definitely, a winning record, man. We got to get the fans, man. We gotta bless the fans somehow.
Mm-hmm.
They've been.
And that's what
people
we're
be
there
shielded
for.
up over there, man.
And when Reggie's talking about right there is that there's only one goal for any of us when you're playing professional sports, be it MMA, football, basketball, I don't care. It's about winning, and it's about winning the title. And it's about winning the play. It's about, and they've heard me say this, it's about winning every blade of grass. That's our grass. That's not their grass. Okay. And now we've got to get ready to roll. And then when we're that way as a total team, not just on one side of the ball, okay, as a total team, those are when championships occur.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Coach Gregg, man, you might have to bring back out the cutthroat, man. The 2017, 2016, Gregg, man.
Hey, you might. And coach, when you was with the Jets, you had you had the shiesty on too. When your eyes were just showing, you got to bring that out, Coach.
I got to bring that out, no doubt about it. But I didn't hear you talk about when I put my chest together. What's it look like? I don't know. Evidently, it doesn't look very good.
No, you look fine, Coach. You look fine, Coach. And Reggie, you better slide them tickets, man, in Miami, because I got a couple of months. I got to get them shoulders up, because I want to walk in I want to walk in like this in the stands. Got to see you fight, and can't wait for that too.
And when we're there, you got to put that on your show when we're there. And we'll get some shots going on. So now, boom, it'll be back on the show. It'll be going great for everybody.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Y'all let me know. I'll definitely keep y'all posted on upcoming fights. I got one in October. I'm probably gonna do 2 or 3 more before the year is over. We're probably gonna go October, November, December, or October and December. But either way, though, I'll keep you guys posted. Most likely it'll be here in Florida. This next one will be in Miami. And I'll just keep y'all posted.
For sure.
Good luck, my man. Again, good luck, my man, and continue to outwork everybody behind the scenes when nobody else can see you working. And then all of a sudden now, when you're inside the white lines, you're in the arena, there's a reason why you make people blink. And you make people blink. That's what we do.
Right.
Hey, Reggie, I'm going to be watching you next year. I just need my trademark Gregg Williams glasses for my next year's scouting regimen. But I'll be watching you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to you in the fighting stuff. I'm gonna bring you on again. But hey, man, good luck to your future endeavors, bro.
And he knows exactly how to break because we broke every meetings. I leave out the B word. I don't say the B word. But now here we go. Get ready. Ready, break.
Come get some, man.
Oh, my bad, y'all.